So far I've done 2 AI generated videos as occasional fun projects. Now, with the release of GPT-4o and the discovery of some new capabilities, it's time for another AI generated alternate history scenario. The process remains the same. The topic and script are generated by ChatGPT, and the voice narration is an AI copy of my own voice, created using Elevenlabs. This time, I have an even better replica of my voice, and ChatGPT has decided on the borders of the Ottoman Empire throughout the video as well. So I only need to translate its text and coordinate responses into prettier maps using Photoshop, and of course still fill in a ton of gaps. As I mentioned in my previous video, this series is just a fun experiment and won't replace my regular content. With that, Real Me will be back for the sponsored segment and at the end of the video, but otherwise let's let AI Neatling take over. The Ottoman Empire, founded in 1299 by Osman I, was one of the longest lasting and most influential empires in history. At its zenith during the 16th and 17th centuries, it controlled vast territories spanning Southeast Europe, Western Asia, and North Africa. The empire played a crucial role in the politics, economy, and culture of these regions, serving as a bridge between East and West. Its capital, Istanbul, formerly Constantinople, was a major center of trade, culture, and diplomacy. However, by the 19th century, the Ottoman Empire faced significant decline due to internal strife, administrative inefficiencies, and mounting external pressures from European powers. The empire's inability to modernize and reform its military and administrative structures led to territorial losses and economic stagnation. In this alternate history scenario, we explore what might have happened if the Ottoman Empire had successfully modernized in the 19th century. In the early 19th century, the Ottoman Empire was at a critical juncture. Recognizing the urgent need for modernization, Sultan Mahmud II initiated a series of comprehensive reforms inspired by European models. One of his most significant achievements was the dissolution of the Janissary Corps in 1826, a powerful but outdated military group that had long resisted change. Unlike previous failed attempts, Mahmud II managed to dissolve the corps without violent resistance, paving the way for the establishment of a modern professional army. The reforms did not stop there. The Tensemet reforms, which began in 1839, were expanded to address various aspects of the empire's administration. These reforms focused on centralizing and streamlining governance through new legal, administrative, and educational policies. Key changes included the introduction of a new legal code and the establishment of secular schools aimed at producing a new class of educated bureaucrats. Infrastructure development was another crucial element of these reforms. Projects such as the construction of railways and telegraph lines were prioritized to enhance communication and economic integration across the vast empire. Through these early 19th century reforms, Sultan Mahmud II set the stage for the revitalization of the Ottoman Empire, steering it away from decline and towards modernization and stability. Before we move on, a big thank you to this video's sponsor and officially my new VPN provider, CyberGhost VPN. CyberGhost VPN encrypts your online data and helps to secure your personal information from hackers. With CyberGhost VPN, all of your traffic goes through a secure VPN tunnel, your IP address is hidden, and your data is encrypted. Even more importantly, in my opinion, it's really convenient. Being able to change your IP address comes with a ton of perks. With CyberGhost's global network of servers, you can bypass censorship, find the best prices while shopping online, and find your favorite shows and movies that aren't available in your home country. With CyberGhost VPN, you can change your online location in 3 clicks and unlock all the libraries of your streaming platform, so you can get 50% more content. CyberGhost is available on all platforms, desktop, mobile, smart TV, and even gaming consoles, and one subscription can be used on 7 devices, so you can share with your family and friends. They have over 38 million users and an excellent rating on Trustpilot. CyberGhost gave me an exclusive offer of only $2.03 per month plus 4 months for free. In addition, they have 45 days money back, so everything is totally risk-free. For this exclusive offer, click the link in the description or in my pinned comment. During the 1830s to 1850s, the Ottoman Empire's modernization efforts began to show significant results. With a modern professional army in place, the Ottomans successfully quelled internal revolts and secured their borders against external threats, reinforcing the empire's territorial integrity. Economic policies during this period focused heavily on industrialization. The government established state-sponsored factories, particularly in textiles and arms production, which stimulated economic growth. Additionally, the empire opened its doors to foreign investments, attracting capital and expertise from Europe. This influx of foreign investment helped build critical infrastructure, including railways and ports, further boosting trade and industrial output. The successful implementation of military, economic, and educational reforms laid a robust foundation for continued modernization and growth, positioning the empire as a revitalized and resilient state in the face of 19th century challenges. In the 1850s to 1870s, the Ottoman Empire strategically aligned itself more closely with European powers, particularly Britain and France. This diplomatic shift was crucial during the Crimean War, where the Ottomans, alongside their European allies, effectively countered Russian expansionist ambitions. The successful collaboration in the war not only bolstered the Ottoman military's confidence, but also solidified its status as a key ally in European geopolitics. By the late 1870s, the Ottoman Empire had firmly established itself as a significant player in European diplomacy. Its successful alliances and strategic negotiations ensured that it remained a formidable power. This period of effective diplomacy and strong alliances laid the groundwork for continued stability and growth in the decades to follow. The period from the 1870s to 1900 marked a cultural renaissance within the Ottoman Empire, paralleling the European Enlightenment. This era saw significant advancements in science, technology, arts, and literature. Influenced by European styles and techniques, Ottoman artists and writers produced works that reflected both traditional Islamic themes and contemporary issues. Istanbul became a vibrant cultural hub, attracting artists, writers, and intellectuals from across the empire and beyond. Reforms continued under progressive sultans, culminating in the establishment of a constitutional monarchy by the end of the 19th century. By the turn of the century, the Ottoman Empire had transformed significantly, embracing modernization and cultural renaissance. These changes not only revitalized the empire, but also positioned it as a progressive and dynamic state in the global arena, ready to face the challenges of the new century. As the early 20th century dawned, the Ottoman Empire strategically chose to remain neutral during World War I. This neutrality allowed the Ottomans to avoid the devastating losses experienced by other European nations, preserving their military strength and economic stability. The absence of wartime devastation meant that the empire could channel resources into economic and infrastructural projects rather than reconstruction. The discovery of vast oil reserves in the Middle Eastern provinces during this time provided an unprecedented economic boom. The revenue generated from oil exports fueled further modernization and development across the empire. By the mid-20th century, the Ottoman Empire had firmly established itself as a technological and cultural superpower, rivaling the United States and the Soviet Union. The Ottoman Empire emerged as a third player in the Cold War, with its own sphere of influence. It was a key player in the formation of international organizations such as the United Nations. The Ottomans leveraged their historical and cultural ties in the region to mediate conflicts and foster diplomatic relations, earning respect and credibility as a global peacekeeper. Social reforms initiated in the late 19th and early 20th centuries continued to progress. The empire made significant strides in healthcare, establishing a comprehensive public health system that improved life expectancy and quality of life. Education reforms led to higher literacy rates and greater access to higher education, producing a well-informed and skilled populace. Culturally, the Ottoman Empire experienced a renaissance. Istanbul became a global hub for arts, music, and literature, attracting talents from around the world. By the 1960s, the Ottoman Empire was not only a superpower in terms of military and economic strength, but also a leader in cultural and social advancements, contributing significantly to global progress and stability. By the late 20th century, despite the Ottoman Empire's previous successes in modernization and development, internal and external pressures began to mount. Economic challenges and rising nationalist movements, particularly among the Arab populations, began to strain the empire's cohesion. The economic boom of the mid-20th century started to wane as global economic conditions shifted. The cost of maintaining a vast empire and modern military became a significant burden. Political dissent grew, particularly in Arab regions where nationalist sentiments were rising. Inspired by global trends of self-determination, Arabs in Iraq, the Levant, and the Arabian Peninsula started to push for independence, leading to increasing unrest and calls for autonomy. In contrast, the Balkans, having undergone significant Turkification over the centuries, remained more integrated and loyal to the Central Ottoman Authority. As the Soviet Union faced its own internal crises and eventual collapse in the late 1980s and early 1990s, the Ottoman Empire experienced parallel turmoil. The dual collapse of these two significant powers marked a dramatic shift in global geopolitics. In the 21st century, the collapse of the Ottoman Empire led to a significant reorganization of territories and political structures in the Middle East. Independent Arab states emerged, each navigating the challenges of building new political systems and economies, often influenced by regional dynamics and international interests. Turkey, redefined from the remnants of the Ottoman state, focused on economic development, technological innovation, and regional influence. Istanbul remained a global cultural and financial hub, symbolizing Turkey's blend of tradition and modernity. The Balkans, having been largely Turkified over the centuries, remained culturally and politically aligned with Turkey, experiencing only minor separatist movements that the new Turkish state managed effectively. But that's about all for now. Don't forget to click the link in the description or in my pinned comment for an exclusive $2.03 a month offer on CyberGhost VPN. Secure your data and unblock any content on the internet today, completely risk-free. Also leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and a big thank you to all my channel members. See you next time.